Instead of thinking of life in terms of whether I should sleep in the… I'm a night person or a morning person, you know. People are saying, I'm a coffee person or tea person, I'm this person or that person. You can be any goddamn person you wish. The important thing is, how many hours of wakefulness, how many hours of maintenance?
Sadhguru, so my question is one that a few different students from business schools particularly will relate to, which is life at a B school almost necessitates, working really late. Because to start with, the academic workload is pretty heavy, and then you have a lot of extracurricular activities, and then you have group study assignments. So inevitably, people end up studying late into the night, and many people also prefer it because the night is a quiet time and they find that they're able to focus. So the opportunity cost of sleeping too much is very, very high, and many people just can't afford to do it because they'll be missing out on assignments and things like that. So in such a work environment, how would one really manage and look out for their quality of health and quality of sleep? Because you also function a slightly different sleep schedule as opposed to the rest of us, but manage to stay healthy.
Well, in the business school, they're staying awake in the night. See, whichever way you do it, there are only 24 hours in a day. I've been requisitioning for more hours for a long time and haven't gotten any yet. Only 24 hours. So now the only thing you have to determine is how many hours of sleep your body needs, all right? Not you. How many hours of sleep does the body need? If you yourself need sleep, that means you're trying to escape life. You made experience of life so terrible that you're trying to escape life. Body needs sleep because it's service time. Body needs to be serviced. It's a constantly running machine, so little if you run it slow at certain times, it gets serviced, that's the idea. So right now, if you have some kind of an automobile, or let's say you guys, maybe your new generation doesn't use automobiles anymore, you're all in computers, all right? Let's say you have a computer which needs service once in 6 months, goes away for 3 days or 6 days. That means average 1 day in a month. All right, you can bear with this. But suppose your computer needs 15 days of service per month. Better to junk it, isn't it? Hello? Hello? So right now, you're talking about a body. It is a certain machine, all right? It's a biological machine, but it's a machine. It's a combination of many things, physical stuff, mental stuff, emotional stuff, chemical stuff, so many things, all put together, a complex machine. 8 hours you sleep. At least probably 1.5 hours goes into breakfast, lunch, dinner, all right? I'm assuming, but your dinners may be very long, I don't know. And then bath, toilet, this, that, another 2 hours goes in this and that management of, clothing, this, that, whatever. So essentially, you're spending 12 hours in a day for maintenance. So you are that kind of machine which needs 15 days in a month maintenance. This means half your life is just maintenance. How will you be productive, I'm asking? You said it necessitates nightlife. Well, you said 2 things. One thing is, it's quiet. Believe me, early mornings are much quieter than nights. Wake up at 3:30 and see everything is dead quiet. 12 o'clock, it's still not quiet. Not in Chandigarh, I'm sure. I hear a lot about Chandigarh's lifestyle these days. Definitely at even 12, 1 o'clock, still activity is going on, automobiles are going on. Wake up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning and see everything is quiet. There are 3 kinds of people who want to stay awake in the night: yogis, rogis and bogies. Well, we'll start with the bogie. one who is looking for, you said extracurricular activity, we don't know what that is, I don't want to inquire into that, okay? Bogies are those who are pleasure seekers. For them, night is a conducive time. So they always, in the world, this kind of activity is called nightlife. Nightlife does not mean studying in the ISB, all right? Nightlife means being on the street and doing something else, whatever that is. And a rogi, somebody is sick, he cannot sleep. Inevitably, he stays up in the night because he cannot sleep. If he lies down, he will cough, he will do this, he will do that, so he will sit up. A yogi also sits up for a different reason altogether. So these are the three kinds of people, yogis, rogis and bogis. Which one are you? You must first determine. You're sure not a rogi. Between a bogi and a yogi, you must decide. Well, yogi need not necessarily mean you're sitting and meditating, you're studying, this is also yoga. Study means what? Something that is not a part of you, you're trying to make it a part of yourself. This is what yoga means. Yoga means union. You got yoked with something. It could be knowledge, it could be an experience, it could be cosmos, it doesn't matter what, but in some way you're doing some yoga. So you think night is better. This is just a question of lifestyles. This is because in the last 50 years, we as a nation and culture are taking cues from Western societies and paying a big price for that. You will always see people who wake up early in the morning are of a different quality. People who sleep late and wake up late, they're of a different quality. Have you noticed this? So, waking up early in the morning, you will see, you will have a better sense of usage of time than sleeping late night. Well, at a certain time on a certain day, if it happens, it's fine, that's not the point. But as a lifestyle, if you sleep late and wake up early also, that's wonderful. But if you cut down your sleep, are you able to be active and alive through the day? That's a question mark. That will only happen if you enhance your energy quality. If you raise your energies in a certain way, then you will see your sleep quota will shrink. Not because you're trying to avoid sleep, simply because you need less maintenance. Less maintenance means in some way, the system is going in a more efficient way that it needs less maintenance. If any machine is working very smooth, it will need less maintenance, isn't it? So why is this friction happening within you? What causes this friction? How to eliminate this friction? What are the things we can do? This is very well addressed in the science of yoga. Every aspect of it, from cellular health to your energy and whatever. But to put it in a very fundamental way, let's look at life this way. See, there are only two ingredients to your life. I didn't go about explaining the chant that I made in the beginning. This is what it means in a way. There are only two ingredients to life. You have a certain amount of time and a certain amount of energy. This is all life is, isn't it? Hello? This is all life is. A whole lot of people are not conscious about this. They don't know that they have a limited amount of time. Well, intellectually they may know, but experientially they are not walking on the street being conscious of the mortal nature of their existence. Being conscious of your mortal nature means you know you have a limited amount of time. See, right now, let's say day after tomorrow is your examination. Now you still not opened your textbook or whatever book you have to open. Now you become conscious, I have a limited amount of time and I have 500 pages to read. How do I do this? So you will find innovative ways of how to do this. Yes or no? You will try in so many ways how to do this. Because right now you understand you have only this many days for this and what is in front of you is big, how to handle it. So this is what mortality means. For the entire life process itself, we have a limited amount of time. Now, whether we sit here and talk, time is rolling away both for you and me. Hello? Yes or no? We are 46 minutes closer to our graves since we started. Just reminding you. It's not the watch that's ticking off, It's our life that's ticking away. Most human beings are not conscious of this. So time is rolling away at the same pace. So the only thing you can manage is the energies. If you keep your energies in such a way, what somebody does in 10 years, you may do it in 1 year. So if both of you live for 100 years, in terms of impact and experience, you would have lived 1,000 years. This is all you can do to enhance life. This is all you can do. You cannot stretch your time. Well, you may live a full length of life by staying healthy, but still, if you're sleeping 12 hours of maintenance, 8 hours of sleep, 4 hours of other maintenance, 12 hours a day is maintenance. If you live for 100 years, you lived only for 50 years, isn't it? In that 5–10 years went in crawling and toddling and doing all that stuff. So what is left is a very brief amount of time. For most human beings, there is not enough time to unfold their own genius, to explore their possibilities, simply because 12 hours of maintenance. Now the thing, the moment I say this, I'm sure there'll be people in the audience who are internet, physicians. They become physicians on the net. And they'll say, no, but the doctors say you must sleep for 8 hours a day. That is a prescription. Well, I'm not here to insult anybody, but how many of them are healthy is a question mark, all right? This maintenance of this machine depends on how it runs, at what RPM it runs, to put it very simply. A given engine, at what RPM it runs also determines how soon it'll come for service and maintenance. So, how to run this machine in such a way, it's at ease always. It's always at ease. If you keep it this way and you work on your energies to a higher level of possibility, you will see the recouping of the body happens very quickly. What somebody does in 8 hours of sleep, if you are able to do it in 3 to 4 hours of sleep, 4 hours extra you got. 4 hours extra per day, you are way ahead of everybody else, isn't it? They are trying to chronicle my life, all the things that I've done, different places I've been to. Somebody asking me, Sadhguru, what, you lived here for 300 years or what? Because one simple thing is, for almost 25 years on an average, I slept between 2.5 to 3.5 hours per day. Today, a little lazy, 4.5 hours I'm sleeping, some days 5 hours plus I'm sleeping. But if activity is necessary, very easily we can ward off that sleep and do it because you keep your energies in a certain way. So, instead of thinking of life in terms of whether I should sleep in the… I'm a night person or a day… morning person, people are saying, I'm a coffee person or tea person, I'm this person or that person. You can be any goddamn person you wish. This is the freedom of being human, all right? The important thing is, how many hours of wakefulness, how many hours of maintenance. This will determine how you live. This is determined by what is the quality of machine that you kept. Suppose you're putting diesel into a petrol vehicle and driving, well, it will need 20 days of maintenance per month. Yes or no? Every alternate day you have to take it there because you're putting the wrong fuel. So from how you eat, how you sit, how you stand, how you breathe, if you bring all this into your conscious process, you will see how you sleep will become very small. Because body needs rest, not sleep. If you know how to be restful, how to be peaceful, if you do not generate unnecessary chemical muck within your cellular structure, you will see the sleep quality will come down. Sleep quantity will come down and the quality will go up. Also, food is a very important factor, and I have been already saying you're eating better food than Shwetabh. So, what kind of food we eat, there are various dimensions to it. It's not just about protein, vitamin, minerals like this. There are other aspects to the food. And if we take these things into consideration, then our sleep quota will come down, quality of our life will go up. What is 1 minute in somebody's experience will be many more minutes in your experience of creativity and impactfulness in life. So this is the only way you can enhance life, because in terms of time, 1 minute is 1 minute for me and you. Whether we do something, don't do something, sleep, awake, time is just rolling away, not waiting for anybody, isn't it? Yesterday went waste, so can we roll it back and live yesterday again? There is no such thing. There is no rewind on life, that's all I'm saying. You cannot rewind anything, it's gone. What's gone by, a minute that's gone by is gone. So people are saying, I know in your parlance in the business community, people are saying, time is money. What a stupid thing to say. Time is life, it's a fundamental of life.